Lexia believes in the teacher's ability to change students' lives. And administrators, principals, parents, and all of us play a role in supporting teachers' efforts. Lexia provides some of the critical resources necessary for great reading instruction, helping teachers change the future for their students. Our goal is to foster a learning environment where students are motivated by their own success and have their own learning path, where information about student performance is easy to access and simple to interpret, and where teachers have the resources they need to provide direct instruction and intervention. Lexia Reading Core 5 helps students of all abilities build their foundational reading skills with technology and direct instruction. The program was created to help students in grades pre-K through 5 to become successful readers and prepare them for college, career, and the Common Core state standards. Lexia's methodology is not just research-based, it is research-proven. With 6 published studies in peer-reviewed scientific reading journals, our level of efficacy research is unparalleled in the industry. Lexia Reading Core 5 provides a personalized, differentiated approach through a system of student-driven learning online and targeted instruction by a teacher or a paraprofessional. This process begins with the student working independently in the program online to develop their foundational reading skills. As the students work independently, Lexia Reading Core 5 gathers real-time, norm-referenced, and criterion-referenced data without stopping instruction to administer a test. Teachers and administrators receive a series of simple, real-time reports on student performance. These reports serve as a data-driven action plan that tells the teacher which students need instruction, pinpoints the exact skill they need to teach, and prioritizes students at the greatest level of risk of reading failure. Based on these data, teachers can access structured lessons for direct instruction, customized for each student's specific needs. Lexia Reading Core 5 provides an approach that is targeted and time-efficient, where students progress at their own pace while teachers have the data and resources to effectively plan their time and help students when they struggle. Lexia Reading Core 5 is often used in computer lab settings as well as in extended day programs, but most frequently the program is used in a classroom center rotation. One group of students can work independently on the program online, building their foundational reading skills. The teacher reports online will indicate which students need additional time on the computer and should receive a priority. Lexia Reading Core 5 identifies students for small group instruction and provides structured, multi-sensory lessons, grouping and prioritizing students by skill and need. While the teacher is working with her small groups, those students who have completed a skill level within Lexia Reading Core 5 are assigned paper and pencil activities to develop automaticity and expand expressive skills. With Lexia Reading Core 5, teachers have the resources and the data to plan an effective classroom center rotation and provide differentiated instruction to each student. Lexia Reading Core 5 addresses the 5 areas of reading instruction, including activities working on academic vocabulary through structural analysis. This begins with oral language and comprehension, building to written comprehension. Starting in pre-K, students build phonological awareness and phonics skills, developed simultaneously with vocabulary and comprehension skills. By the time they reach grade 2, they have the word attack skills as well as the oral language skills necessary to begin lifting meaning off the page as they read. Lexia Reading Core 5 provides students the strong foundation to make the critical shift in grade 3, from learning to read to reading to learn. Let's take a look at the student experience in Lexia Reading Core 5. Our approach features a fun, highly motivating, and engaging student interface, balanced with a keen focus on time on task. Students take part in an adventure around the world, all while developing their foundational reading skills. Introductory scenes, shown only the first time the student logs on to a new level, show the setting and the characters that will be part of the adventure in the next unit. This piques student curiosity and motivates them to continue unlocking new aspects of each level as they strive to see what new settings, new experiences, and characters await them at the next level. Within each level, students can be self-directed, choosing the activities on which they'd like to work. Each activity features a fun way for students to self-monitor their progress. With each correct answer, the student receives auditory and visual feedback. In this example, the penguins begin to stack up, providing anticipation and motivation to complete all of the questions. A fun 3-second reward animation occurs at the end of each activity, providing the student a fun celebration while maintaining a focus on time on task. Let's take a brief look at some of the activities in each of the strands of Lexia Reading Core 5. In this kindergarten phonological awareness activity, students are first required to blend a word they hear. Later, the complexity of the activity increases, as students must segment a word, pulling down a shell to indicate the number of syllables in the word.
Daisy.
This kindergarten phonics activity, focused on short vowel sounds, requires students to identify the beginning sounds of spoken words. In this example, the student must identify the short I sound, I, for instrument. Kindergartners must demonstrate vocabulary knowledge in this combining adjectives activity. In this example, students must use a high utility word, such as bright, in combination with the word red in order to select the correct object described in the activity. This comprehension activity requires students to analyze sentence structure and answer questions regarding who, what, where, when, or how.
Choose the part that answers where.
This phonics activity at a grade 2 level explains the rules for syllable division and then requires students to move a slider to correctly divide the word into syllables. In this structural analysis activity, we will demonstrate the 3 levels of scaffolding and explicit instruction that are provided in every activity within Lexia Reading Core 5. First, the student is asked to correctly add the ing ending.
Tripping.
If the student gets the question wrong, the program will re-explain the rule for that particular skill and model the correct answer.
Think about the doubling rule. Look at the base word. The base word is 1 syllable, ends in a single consonant, has a short vowel, and the suffix begins with a vowel. The consonant at the end of the base word needs to be doubled. Let's try this a different way. Spell the word you hear. Clapped.
If the student answers incorrectly again, he or she receives explicit instruction in the skill.
Not quite. Think about the doubling rule. Look at the base word. The base word is 1 syllable.
In this example, the program provides a checklist for the doubling rule, and then the student is asked to demonstrate understanding of the rule by indicating whether or not the rule applies to that particular word.
There are 4 parts to the doubling rule. If all 4 parts are true, double the consonant at the end of the base word. Is the base word a 1-syllable word? Does the base word end in a single consonant?
Here we see a grade 5 activity that measures passage fluency. Students must complete simple fill-in-the-blank answers while the program measures their words per minute fluency.
Great reading.
Finally, in this passage comprehension activity, students must read a passage and answer questions such as main idea, author's perspective, inferences, or cause and effect. If the student struggles, the program provides explicit instruction on that particular higher order thinking skill, and the student is also provided with the text with the key sections highlighted in yellow. As students are working in the program, Lexia Reading Core 5 gathers real-time norm-referenced and criterion-referenced performance data. These data inform the student-driven and the teacher-led instruction in the program. These data are highly predictive of outcomes on commonly used assessments such as DIBELS, AIMSweb, MAP, and GRADE. Lexia's Assessment Without Testing provides ongoing progress monitoring without a test event. This helps you track performance on the Common Core state standards. It reduces your school's dependence on traditional testing, and it saves teachers up to a month of instructional time. Lexia Reading Core 5 is a targeted and time-efficient program. Students progress independently in a rigorous, yet fun and engaging online experience. Teachers and administrators have real-time access to the data they need to plan instruction, without having to stop to administer a test. And teachers have the targeted resources they need to help students when they struggle. Lexia believes in the teacher's ability to change students' lives, and we are committed to helping you make that happen. Lexia believes you don't need to wait for students to fail before you help them. You can change the future now.